Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about how to pair fonts as a graphic designer, and without taking too much, let's just get right into it. So someone actually commented on the video and he told me to talk about how to pair fonts, so that's the reason why I made this video. Now before you know how to pair fonts, you need to first of all understand the different types of fonts that we have. Alright, so there are 5 major categories of fonts that we have. Right, so the first one, they are called serif fonts. Right, serif fonts. So serif fonts are basically fonts that have a serif. Right, a serif is this little thing at the edge of the text. Right, that's a serif. This thing at the corner. Let me draw a circle. See this place where this circle is covering? That's like a serif. So fonts that have stuff like this, okay, you can see it on the S, you can see it at the bottom of the F, you can see it here at the A. So usually at the top and the bottom of different text. So any font that has this stuff is called a serif font. Alright, that is the first type of font. The second types of fonts are called sans serif fonts. Alright, so sans serif fonts are basically the opposite of serif fonts. They are fonts that do not have serifs. Right, sans means without in French. So fonts without serif are called sans serif fonts. So if you could look at the edges of the S, you can see that it's just flat. There's nothing there compared to the sans serif that has something at the edges. Okay, so that's the difference. The third type of font we have is called script fonts. So script fonts are basically fonts that mimic human handwriting. So they display certain kind of calligraphy or human handwriting in a way. Right, so that's what we call script fonts, as you can see. Then we now have display or decorative fonts. So as you can see, there are fonts that basically they are not serif, they are not sans serif, and they are not script, but they are just like decorative in a way. They stand out and they are bold. Okay, so those are display and decorative fonts. And then lastly we have monospace fonts. So monospace fonts are fonts that were used initially when the computer was invented, and they are fonts that have equal spacing, equal width. That's what they are called, monospace. Right, they have equal width. Right, so those are the 5 major types of fonts we have. Now for me, the 3 major ones for me are 1, 2 and 3: serif, sans serif and script. Those are the 3 that I use most of the time for my designs. Right, there are times where I also use display. Let's say I want to I want to do a creative header. Right, I use display font, but I don't think I've ever used monospace font before. Right, so now that we know the different types of fonts, how do we pair these fonts together? Right, so I created like a guide. So here we have the type of fonts which I just explained, and it also includes it also includes examples of each type. Right, so for example, the serif fonts, we have Arsenica, Times New Roman and Garamond, and that's what is here. Sans serif, Montserrat, Poppins, Galano, Grotesque, and so on and so forth. Right, so I'm going to drop this PSD file so that you have access to the different types and everything that I did here. Right, so what I want to basically show you is how to pair them. So these are the 4 major ways that I pair my own fonts. So first of all, I combine serif and sans serif. Right, so I usually use serif for the headline, and then I use sans serif for the body text. Secondly, I combine sans serif and sans serif. Right, so I can either use sans serif, the same font. Let's say I use a font like Montserrat. I can use Montserrat throughout. Okay, maybe for the headline I can use Montserrat bold, and then for the body I can use Montserrat regular, or I can use maybe Galano Grotesque for the headers, and then use Poppins for the body. Right, so that's me combining 2 sans serif. Then the third way is I combine script and sans serif. So I can use script for the header and then sans serif for the body. And then lastly, I can use either a display or decorative font for the header and then use sans serif for the body. So you notice that one thing that I have in common is that I keep on using sans serif for the body. That's because sans serif is very easy to read and understand. So anytime you have a huge block of text that people need to read easily, it's usually advisable to use sans serif. You could also use serif. There are some serif fonts that are very, very visible, like Times New Roman. okay, but I usually like to use sans serif. So now I'm going to show you some examples of how I have used this formula in the designs here. Okay, so first of all, we have this burger poster. Alright, so you can see here I combined serif and sans serif. So this design A, that's sans serif. This Burger King poster is serif, and then this in Photoshop in sans serif. Okay, so you can see how I combined it. And if you come here, you can see emphasis. Emphasis is the header here, and that emphasis is what is sans serif. The body is what is also sans serif. So that's me using sans serif and sans serif for both the header and the body. Okay, if you come here as well, it's also the same thing. This header is a display font. This header is a display font. It is not serif, it is not sans serif, it is not script, and it is not monospace. So it's a display font. But now the body is a sans serif font. So that's me combining a display font and a sans serif font. Okay, if we go under, you can see I use about 3 fonts here. Okay, so for the name of the church, this is a serif font. The present is a script font. Christmas party, which is the headline, is a script font. The dress code and Christmas jumper, that's a sans serif. And then the date and time is also sans serif. The location is also sans serif. Okay, so basically for the tiny text that needs to be read and understood easily, I use sans serif. But then for the header, I used script. And then just for the name of the church, I used a serif font. Okay, so if we come here to this poster, you can see that the headline I used a script font. I believe this is a script font. But for the body, I used a simple sans serif. If we go here, you can see that I used sans serif throughout for both the headline and the body, and the call to action. Everything is sans serif. If we come here, you can see the major text, volunteer of the week. This is a decorative font. I use a decorative font for the headline, and then for the body text and the call to action, the contact details, I used sans serif for everything else. Okay, if we come here, you can see the headline is kind of like a display font. It is a display font. It's either a display font or a sans serif, but I think it's a display font. The headline is a display font, but the contact details at the bottom is a sans serif. Okay, if we come here, the headline is a combination of script and sans serif, and then the body text is basically sans serif. Everything else is sans serif. Okay, if we come to the top here, you can see that the headline is script, then the body is sans serif, and then there's a mix of serif in there. This mini Santa and Santa Delight is sans serif, right? So you can see different examples of how I've paired fonts using this pairing formula right here. Alright, so I hope you learned something new. You can see it's pretty simple. This is basically my own rule, right? You can basically check to see if other people have other formulas, but this is how I do mine, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, right, kindly like this video, share it, subscribe to this channel because more amazing content is coming, and of course I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.